If you could choose any other job, what would it be and why?
Runner? Nah, I won't be a runner. Probably choose something that's related to sports. Yeah, because since young I think I'm very interested in sports. Now I bit of regret that I didn't choose to teach PE. But it's okay, because I sometimes prove myself fitter than most PE teachers. Yeah, so it's fine. Yeah, let's probably choose something that's related to sports. And now the sports industry is getting more popular in Singapore. In the past, nothing, zero, zit, nothing. Or unless you are very good in that particular sport, then you get recognized and you do something related. But so at the time, it's very difficult to break into the industry. But now, yes, there are definitely more opportunities for sports enthusiasts today. Yeah.
Okay, so is it tough to balance your family time and your school working time?
Balance the time. It's very difficult to balance time for anything outside school, not just family. For myself, for exercise, for my friends, for church, for a lot of things. But the thing about life is how you find a balance among all this, and not just spend too much time in just one area, but how you plan and balance your time. I don't believe in you don't spend quantity time, you spend quality time. So I don't believe in I go back, I spend 15 minutes with my son and I make full use of these 15 minutes and my son is satisfied, and I tell myself I'm satisfied because I spent 15 minutes with my son. That's not the way. Behind quality time, definitely you need quantity time. So you need to balance off. Thankfully my wife is supportive. She knows that, let's say if today after school I spend 2 hours on sports and then after dinner I have to go attend to a meeting in church, she knows that the next day I'll make up by spending another 1-2 hours solely at home, or I'll reserve the weekends just for the family. Something like that. So it's a give and take thing. I won't say that I'll divide out everything equally among all aspects of my life, but I know how to balance it. Let's say this week I spend too much time in school, and I don't have time to exercise. I'll make sure the next few days I'll try to find some time, 1 hour also good enough to go to exercise, and then probably one day solely just to go out with my family and so on. I try to balance it out at the end of the day. Everybody's happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about movies now.
Movies!
Would you prefer to watch a movie that is like full of action and adventure like the latest hit movie Avatar, or a factual historical movie like The Pianist?
It's a long time since I went to watch a movie with my 2 children. It's impossible to bring 2 children into the movies. None of you will want to watch a movie with 2 crying children in the... our last show was Julie and Julia, I think. It was such an ancient show, right? And even before that was G.I. Joe. That's even worse. We watch more DVDs at home now. We'll wait for it to come out. I just caught Terminator Salvation, which was donkey years ago. So you tend to catch DVDs at home. I'm the type who wants more action, excitement type of shows. My wife, the type that likes more sentimental love comedies type of shows. So usually we'll rent 2. One is a love comedy, another is an action-packed show, to balance it up. But unless I have my way, I will rent more action movies. Exciting movies, I want to watch a movie that gets you excited and keeps you going, and not watch one that makes you cry and then everything. And it's waste of time.
Okay, so what about music? Are you like a music fan?
Sort of, but music being when I drive, I will tend to on the music. But no typical preference. I like music that's sounds good to my ears. That and actually you hear so much nonsense from students. Anything is good to your ears. So I can listen to anything from pop music to a little bit of rock, classical music, yes, English, Chinese pop music. New Age, probably not. Those what do you call it? I don't know how is it called. There's some sort of weird music. Probably that only a few people know how to appreciate. Probably I'm the type don't belong to that few that knows how to appreciate. Yeah.
Okay, so do you have any like good tips for us students on how to memorize those important details and dates for history?
My past history students will know, especially for the upper sec, that before each test or exam, I'll tell them to turn to the last page of the textbook, where there is a full page teaching them about tips on examination. That's the last page where the textbook will tell them or be prepared, study well, and so on. And every year they get tricked. Where I say tips for exam is page 1, then they all flip to the page. Then last year you show us this page before it. Okay, that's the joking part. Tips on how to study. Same tips that I gave to my secretaries this year. Write. You need to write and write and write and write, because sometimes it's not because you don't know how to write or don't know the answers, but it's because you have no time to write. So you need to practice on writing. Secondly, read. You need to read up more outside of the textbook in order to get more information, to stir more interest in the subject. You just rely on the textbook and a teacher in class for 2 periods a week, it's definitely not enough. And then lastly, correct. And the teacher gives you back the feedback, gives you back the paper, understand where you went wrong, if possible, correct your mistakes by rewriting again, and then give it back to the teacher. I promise my students, as long as they give it to me, I'll definitely mark, give comments, and give it back to them, as long as they're willing to write.
Okay, so how would you advise like the students today to study like hard? Because since there are so much more to learn now than last time.
How to motivate them to study? Hey, can I get a second ticket? No, you won't get. Initially, motivate them to study hard. Just like anything in life, so I must look at the screen. You need to have a goal or purpose in life first. If you don't have, you'll just be studying for the sake of studying. Just be studying because people are telling you to. You're just studying because everybody else is studying. You need to have a purpose. What do you want to do? And most of the time, in order to achieve that purpose or goal in life, you need to study, to work hard, and to inculcate a habit of focus on your goals, working hard to succeed and to get nearer to that goal. It's not that in secondary school, what may say one thing that I finished my O-levels means I'm nearer to my goal of becoming somebody. But it's the discipline and habit of studying hard, of being focused on your goals, being disciplined to study, to revise on your work, while everybody else is out there playing, because you know one day you want to achieve your goals. One day you want to be successful. So you have a goal in life, you'll find that studying hard is really just a stepping stone. I like this phrase that one of my students wrote on his Facebook page. He said, studying hard now, the pain is temporary. Okay? The pain is temporary, but the rewards is long-term in future. If I don't, the rewards that I get now is temporary, but the regret is forever. Okay, so that I think is what my students aim in life to work hard during that time.
Okay, do you have anything else you want to add on?
Yeah, my question can I have another ticket? No more. Okay, thank you.